EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And taken down. They got him. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him. And
that nigga even Joe Burrow. He's supposed to be suspended.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
You're not going to mention?
On second down, Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league.
Ready to tack on that suspension from this.
Able to make adjustments.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got room. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown game at home.
A gain of 3, second down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Ravens at 10-1 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mitchell.
When this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Mitchell again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Is that a linebacker?
Now Jackson on second down, flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Dominating all year.
They want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. But you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out how to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball in the air.
Through one quarter, 14-7
got hurt in the first quarter and 2 of them out for the game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep from the 48-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Zone coverage there.
That should have been good.
That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys.
You can't fight the tackle no
There's
more.
not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So
He threw it too far. No, Lamar.
Into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys.
He's open.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. And back deep, Daxton Hill. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some
just
offense. They
ran.
want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, here's Burrow.
Throw some dumb shit.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
On third down, Burrow.
Good shit, Roquan. Another one that's legs got hurt. We got a weak-ass nigga on the team.
Much better from a defensive perspective. They gave him a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Damn. Oh.
This is taken at the 15.
Guys, oh,
nice move. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position,
Oh,
right?
shit,
You flip the
I
field a
didn't
little
see
bit.
that.
They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
What the fuck?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Thank you.
Everything falling apart.
Dumbass. And you probably had to break out with Joe Burrow, didn't you?
By Jalen Armour-Davis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all.
That breakout is over with.
The 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw.
I should have never high for that. That's for me.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next
breakdown. That shit dead. Serve your suspension now, bitch.
Last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game. So
he left that stuck in my old arm.
That's
the old arm.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Open man is Duvernay. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. That's caught at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Clock running.
You won't be able to get the save on. Just 4th and goal.
Spike it. It's 4th down. Final play of the half. Cousins steps away.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. He just scored like that.
So the fake spike works, and they score. Kirk Cousins as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McPherson on for the point after.
No, you can't fuck that mix going on.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. And our coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the game there, another first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 8. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. This time, Jackson will throw it.
No, that's a touchdown.
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Out of reach.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
I thought that's a walk-in TD.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Right back to him on first down. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the short field. Right at the 50.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's going to let this go. Back of the
Damn, he went up and got that? Shit.
And the Bengals are going to get the football.
He leaped high as hell for that bitch.
To the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Cousins.
You're still trying to test me with that play, bro? Is you retarded?
By Roquan Smith, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Man, must be retarded.
Quick strikeout wide by
Juke!
Jackson.
They didn't let me juke. That's wild.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Jackson.
Oh my God! How is that a crossbody throw though? Like, I'm throwing on the same side where my receiver is. You shut up, bitch.
Back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Who the fuck did you run?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute and go to the playmakers. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And quickly they get to the line. 1st down. Here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
There's no shot.
He stopped immediately
How the fuck he get around that quick?
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashawn Bateman, 27 yards. And the Ravens are about to make it 4
What time the first game start, man?
add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra
That's
point.
Baltimore down.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Oh, I fucked up my kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fucking Mackenzie Gore sold my shit by 1 strikeout.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense the film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun, Jackson.
How? And not even a high point of that.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
That's just so weird.
Following the interception, Cousins. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that'll
Shit,
be
bro,
incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Fuck.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Hey, no, easy.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He will find his man Chase complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Cousins now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Oh, shit, he caught that? Damn, I thought my corner dove for that
getting
big.
8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Wow.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They're going option play on
He did not just fumble him.
Jackson
He got his own ball back. That's funny.
Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
11-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for Baltimore, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back.
Who scored the first basket? The one you sent me. He did for real? You need release upgrades. You ain't getting no release though.